नमस्कार, अस्सलाम alaikum, vanakkam, kamallakha, kamallakhi, habariza, jioni. These are all the different language salutation. You are welcome to the 74th Republic Day function. We are going to celebrate it or commemorate it. I would like to say, because the Janagana Mana, the national anthem, would be the sung at the last, that's why I would like to keep it the last item. So I would like to say this time, welcome to all the key participants, those who are present, and the other participants, those who wants to listen it. And you are welcome to today's session. I would like to say that the true leader don't create the followers. They create more leaders. That I want to make it out. I would like to see the participants list here because I could see A. Venkat Reddy is there, Abhishek Bhatt is there, P. Angyar Kani, yes. Are you present? Say vanakkam.
Vanakkam, sir.
Very good, very good. K. Sudhakar, he did not open the still microphone, but is already there. And I would like to thank Meena Jha. You are welcome, Meena Jha. Professor Jetlingallosa. Yes, you are there. S. Lakshmi is there. Shanti Surabhi is there. I would like to give the chance. And who would like to speak first?
Myself, sir.
I want to speak, sir.
I myself know. Give your name.
Meena Jha, sir. Meena Jha, sir.
Meena Jha would like to speak first because you want to sleep first. Okay. Now I would like to call upon the Meena Jha. Before I could say that Meena Jha, she is a well known to the each and everybody, but very few people knows about her. I would like to introduce her with her flexi which I prepared, and you could see on the screen. Yes, it is Dr. Meena Jha, PhD, MSc, BD, MPhil, research in Health Science Department of the Biotechnology, Faculty of Science, Lincoln University College, Malaysia. WhatsApp number you could see, and the email also put it over there. At present, she's a motivator and working in New Delhi. And I will switch over the mic to the Meena Jha. Meena Jha, you are welcome because she has already sent the PPT also. So I will on the PPT before she could start her deliberation. Yes, Meena Jha, proceed.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
And I hope I am audible.
Yes, very
good
much.
Evening, good evening, all respected audience and everyone. And warm welcome to everyone and wishing you all a very happy Republic Day. This is the 74th Republic Day we countrymen are following here in India. And this Republic Day is a public holiday in India, and the country celebrates the date on which the constitution came into effect on 26th January 1950, and the constitution was adopted by the Indian Constitution Assembly on 26th January, was chosen as the date for Republic Day. So, Declaration of Indian Independence was proclaimed by the Indian National Congress, and the main theme was justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. So, let's make our dreams of a new tomorrow come true for us. So, happy Republic Day to everyone. And this year, India celebrated its 74th Republic Day. This day is celebrated all across India with lots of patriotism, fervor, enthusiasm. And we all are aware that magnificent parades by regiments of the Indian Army, Navy, Air Force, Police, Parliament, paramilitary forces, they all witnessed at Rajpath, Delhi. And now we all are aware that Rajpath is, the name has been modified into Kartavya Path. So, beautiful tableaus and all these represented states of India are also showcased. The celebration ended with air shows and flypast. So the Republic Day Parade 2023 was held today on 26th January, and the parade started at 10:30 a.m. and which Indian Army officials, Indian Navy, Delhi Police, they all other marched on the Kartavya Path. So this 74th Republic Day celebrations took place on the Central Vista Avenue, as well as will be the first at the ceremonial boulevard after Rajpath was renamed as Kartavya Path. So there are the slides, pictures of tableau. We can see the slides of Punjab over here. The beautiful tableau that the rich cultural heritage of country is there, and sustainable developmental goals. This Republic Day, we are aiming and focus on these also, that we have 17 sustainable developmental goals: zero hunger, no poverty, quality education, so life below water, life on land. These things too, we all are keeping in the frame of mind to achieve. So Republic Day is praised with much grandeur all over the country, and the president of Egypt was the chief guest. So many awards were being given: Paramvir Chakra, Ashok Chakra, and all these chakras are being given to this. So this, in this PPT we can see Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the Constitution of India, and we the people, the Constitution of India also motivates across the world that how we can run our country so nicely. So may the sun in this course visit no land more free, more happy, more lovely than this our own country. Jai Hind, happy Republic Day. I am very thankful for today. Wishing you all a very happy day. Thank you so much, Professor Mohammed Saheb Hussain sir, for giving us excellent chance for expressing ourselves. May God bless our country with many more laurels. Thank you, sir. Jai Hind.
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Meenaja, for your nice representation with your PPT, and we will appreciate it for the way that you made sustainable development goals are you enumerated. In addition to the other thing, yes, it's a online is going on. Please join. So here, what I want to say is. Yes, the next participant, and I would like to see that who are there to present here. Anyone can voluntarily say your name, please. The keynote speaker, others, please mute.
Angir Kanni.
Yes, Anjar
Thank you, sir.
Kani.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I will call you. Huh? Yes, now I will
Oh,
allow
yes,
you.
sir.
Anjar Kani, except you, the other people, please mute. So I will now make the slide of the Anjar Kani. Yes, you could see her slide on the screen. Dr. P. Angerkani, and she's MA, ML, PD, PG, DFL, and the PhD principal at present, GTN Law College, affiliated to Tamil Nadu Dr. Ambedkar Law University, Chennai. And this GTN Law College is in Dindigal in Madras, Chennai, India, and WhatsApp number you could see, as well as her email. Before she joined the GTN, she was also worked in the one of the famous Savita College also there. And with that Savita College, I got the chance to meet her through the another professor, Sri Lakshmi. At present, she was worked earlier in the Savita College. Later on, she joined the ICFI Hyderabad. At present, she is the acting dean in the Vaksan University, Hyderabad. Now, I would request the P. Angyarkani to express her deliberation on the occasion of the 74th Republic Day. Karibu Sana, welcome Angyarkani.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for my introduction. So today, first of all, sir, I want to thank you, Professor Dr. Mr. Mohammed sir, for giving me such a wonderful opportunity for making a speech as a resource person in the international conference held on the occasion of
Excuse me, madam,
74th
you can
Republic
on
Day.
your video also.
I don't have any this thing, sir. I'm just going to speak. I don't have a
No
presentation.
matter, no matter.
So,
Because I
good
could not see
evening to
your
all
face to
dignitaries.
the other participants. That's my reason.
Okay, sir.
If you on your video,
Today,
you could be seen, your face would be seen on the screen.
okay, sir. I have started my video. I think I'm able. You're able to see me.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Proceed.
So, good evening to all
No, your video is not
dignitaries.
on.
I just want to start the day, today. But some problem, I think, sir, in my
Okay,
video.
no
I
matter.
don't know why
Continue
it's not.
Continue it, madam. Continue.
Ah,
Audio
okay,
continue.
sir.
Audio continue.
Okay. Today is the day. Today is the day which saw the culmination of heroic struggle of extraordinary generation of leaders. So these leaders came over the colonialism to establish world largest democracy. Now, today, as a Republic Day, I convey my special greetings to the members of our armed forces and also paramilitary forces and internal security forces. And my tribute to the brave soldiers who made the supreme sacrifice of their lives in upholding the rule of law. And I also pay my tribute to the soldiers in defending the India's territorial integrity and upholding the rule of law. We very well know India celebrates every year its Republic Day on Jan 26th, and this historic moment started when Indian Constitution came into force on 26 January 1950. In the words of Abdul Kalam, while he speaks in a thing, he told a nation how a nation should be. How a nation should be. A nation should be in such a way it should have, as you say, if you are an Indian, when there is right in your heart, there is beauty in your character. When there is beauty in the heart, there is harmony in home. And when there is order in nation, there is peace in the nation. So that is the thing, the way only which a nation can establish its integrity. And we very well know there is a famous saying by B.R. Ambedkar, Constitution is not mere lawyer's document, it is a vehicle of life. And it is spirit, always the spirit of age. This is told by B.R. Ambedkar, the father of Indian Constitution. The sanctity of law is maintained as the expression of the will of people. This was told by a person, Bhagat Singh, the famous leader. So India has an amazing diversity. To build national unity, we have to develop. The enduring democratic institution have established the gift of continuity on the path of progress. Today, after our independence or also after our republic, we have established a lot. India has raised its power in country, in the global sense, in technology, in innovation, and no doubt, even in economic success, we are envying the world. And the famous leaders, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and also Chandra Bose, Bhagat Singh, Rabindranath Tagore, all these peoples played a vital role in making different opportunities and bringing the nation for a republic. So these players, these speakers, that is these patriotic people always spoke the same language. The only thing is patriotism. There is no difference of opinion in between these leaders. So these are national fighters, and we owe freedom only to these national fighters, and freedom to these great warriors of nationalism has created us, and we are celebrating our 74th Republic Day. So coming to Rabindranath Tagore, he saw women not only as deities of household, but also as the flame of soul itself. So on the day of international celebration of this Republic Day, I wish to state one thing. Every Indian must take a pledge to protect the honor of women from violence of any kind. Only the nation improves. So whatever the nation may be, if it respects and empowers its women, they can get a global power. At present, we very well know that 2023 year was declared as International Year of Millets, IYM, and millets are a part of India's rich heritage consumption of food. So nations need to collaborate to develop a sustainable future, and millets play a pivotal role in this process this year. So I would also like to say our Prime Minister has also shared his vision relating to IOM, a people movement which deals about global hub for millets. So in India, we worship nature. So the nature is worshipped in 5 ways: water, air, land, sky. All 5 Panchabuddhas given much importance where our Indian heritage traditions are seen. Our farmers, they have a green revolution process, thereby pursue self-reliant mission in food grains. So all the methodologies adapted by the farmers is natural and chemical and augment self-reliance. So India is a major product or major thing for food production, and it has the capacity to meet the food requirements, and the result is agricultural production has increased now. So on this day, I want to say that everything has increased, every process has increased. We have developed in a long way. We are going to reach the dizzy height. And finally, I wish to quote with Mahatma Gandhi's words: a nation's culture resides in the heart and in the souls of people. We cannot say you develop it. Don't pinpoint anyone. You must be the change if you want to see in the world. So if the changes are made, then definitely, then that is the day, the true day, which we celebrate Independence Day or Republic Day. So nowadays we have changed a lot, but still there is a need or change. Thank you, sir. And thank you for giving me the opportunity, and thanks for all the participants for watching this.
Yeah, Nandri, Periore, Dr. P. Angarkani, yes, you covered the various aspects of it, and a quotation of the Gandhi also cited, not following with the Tagore also mentioned, Dr. Ambedkar, almost all the people, those who sacrificed for the independence as well as the republic and the writing the constitution and making the India a world famous in future, that you have covered it. Now I would like to,
Sir, I want to speak, sir.
yes, I want to speak means I could hear your tone. You are jetting yellow, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, with that one. So before I could ask the Jetling Yellosa to speak, let me say a few words about the Jetling Yellosa. And he is the, where that, it is disappeared, that I am looking at it. Yeah. So, yeah, let me close it.
Later I'll talk.
Yes, sir. I'm coming, sir. Okay, Dr. Chetling Yellosa, the Associate Professor of Law, Telangana University, Nizamabad, India, WhatsApp number, you could see that email. And another point that I would like to add, the Jetling Yellosa, he is running a channel. Yellosa, now you can say your channel name, please, and continue.
The last speeches. It is the last speeches.
Loss
Speeches.
Speeches, L-A-W law, space, speeches, S-P-E-E-C-H-E-S. Yes, now I can switch over my microphone to the Dr. Jetling Yellosa. Welcome, Jetling Yellosa, for this deliberation of the 74th Republic Day.
So thank you, sir, for conferring this wonderful opportunity to share my ideas on occasion of the 74th Republic Day. The Republic Day is celebrated not only in our country, sir, but also entire globe. Wherever Indians are there, they are celebrating. And I'm happy that though even in Africa, Professor Mohammed Hussain sir has taken a lead in organizing such a wonderful conference by amalgamating the different walks of people from across the globe. So, as you know that we are celebrating it as the Constitution of India came into being from the 26th of January of 1950. So before to that, if you see the making of the Constitution, its journey has started, Constitutional Assembly journey was started from 1946 to 1950, where for 2 years, 11 months and 18 days, a struggle was made. The makers of the Constitution wanted to give a very highest and also very liberated document, because we suffered a lot during the time of Britishers and earlier also. So our generation should not suffer in such a manner. So they amalgamating all the good principles which were there in the different parts of the world, like particularly the United States of America, United Kingdom, Ireland, Spain, Japan, Australia, Canada. So they brought all the good principles and they have made a wonderful document. So the document has traversed around 74 years with successful manner. You know, we got number of crises in 1975, and the wars were imposed upon us by our neighboring countries, China and Pakistan. And there is a assassination of the Prime Minister, and also subsequently unrest with regard to reservations, with regard to other issues, social law and other problems have arisen. But everything has been successfully tackled by our constitution. That is reflects the beauty of the constitution. You know, our constitution is not only a model for us, but also it became a model to many of African countries and also the Southeast Asian nations. So they model their respective constitutions as per our constitution. So majority of the countries which got attained independence in 1960s and 1970s, they simply borrowed our principles. So if we observe the working and functioning of the constitution, it is we can proudly say that we are largely succeeded, but we cannot say that we are completely succeeded. Still, after more than 70 years of this working, we still see the society we could see the number of discriminatory practices, and there is women are being exploited in every sector. Child rights we abuse, and even the political system also became a corrupt system. The makers, they wanted to give a good parliamentary democracy, but after 70 years, money and the muscle have playing a key role, and they are molding the principles, governance in their own way. So the rich are occupying the prime positions, and the educated social servers, societal servers, they were denied the chances. So it's a time to how to change it, because as you well aware that we had made 106 amendment to the constitution since it came into force from 1950, but concrete amendments were not made. Only facial amendments are being made. Why? Because the political system, whatever party is coming to power in its central or state level, they want to repeat their power, and they're lacking their will, which on account we are seeing this mushroom growth of corrupt criminals entering into the politics and the governing us. That has to be changed. And one more aspect we have to introduce, even the recently government of India taken a step, that e-voting. So in diaspora of India, there are around 3 crores people are residing different, are domiciling in different parts of the globe. Those who are holding the Indian citizenship, they should be given a right of franchise, so that they can say that we are still in the part of India. We cannot deny. And one more aspect is that even criminals, they have no right. They can contest, but the persons who are undergoing imprisonments, punishments, they have no right. It is nothing but violation, which we wanted to avoid. So that matter has to be think of. Then again, we have to amend. We have to introduce another fundamental duty to right to cast vote. If a person, he unable to, he or she unable to cast his vote or her vote, he should be or she should be debarred for some sort of benefits of the government. Unless until we take concrete steps, the situation may continue in years to come. So the spirit of constitution is being defeated. So with these words, I express my deep sense of gratitude to Professor Dr. Mohammed Saheb Hussain sir, who is my guru during my time of LLM in the Kakatiya University. Thank you, sir, for giving this great opportunity. And also, I thankful to my another guru is there, Professor Kandagatla Sudhakar sir, who is a former principal of the University College of Law, Kakatiya University, and is also one of the speaker in this international conference. Thank you one and all for patiently hearing me. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Jetling Yellow sir, for your covering today's deliberations. And I will be very much impressed because of my say that you agreed to come and to bless our participant and enlighten to us also the speakers. I believe that if any other speaker would like to speak first, please say your name so that I could give the opportunity to the speaker.
Can I say
I'm Professor Sharma from Malawi.
Okay, let me give the chance to Professor Sharma sir. And Sharma sir is from Malawi. He is a vice chancellor there in the Millennium University. I would like to share his. Yeah, Sharma sir, where are you, sir? I can put it here. But anyway, that you can continue it, sir. Meanwhile, I can show the thing. Are you on your video, sir?
Yes, my
Speak
video
to
is
the video.
on. Yes, my video is on.
No, I could not see your video.
Now you can see?
Yes, now I could see your video now. Yes, now I could see your video.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Vice Chancellor of
Thank you.
Millennium University, Malawi. Yeah? Yes, Karibu Sana, welcome, sir. You can express your deliberation on the 74th Republic Day of India. Please continue, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. First of all, very good evening from Blantyre city of Malawi, Central Africa.
Good evening.
I'm Professor S.B. Sharma, working as Vice Chancellor here. I'm thankful to Mohammed Saheb Hussain, Professor of Law, St. Augustine University, Tanzania, for organizing this wonderful event, 74th Years of Freedom, Challenges and Opportunities of Republic of India. The most important thing I will discuss, I will tell everything has a purpose. So what is the purpose of today's discussion? The purpose is the importance. Why today's discussion is importance? Why we are organizing or discussing this issue? So the republic, the word republic is very important. You know, the God given good things, good energy, good ideas to each and every individual of the universe in respect of religion, in respect of caste, in respect of money, in respect of position, in respect of geographical area. So the most important thing in our human system, if each and every individual have the opportunity to express the good things and other people will be benefited, then in my opinion, this is the best thing in the world. So the republic is a form of government in which the power is held by the people and the people loan their power to elected representative who will represent them and their interest. So the republic guarantees certain rights to all citizens regardless of how majority of citizens might feel. So this is very important thing. So this is very important thing. Our country have this position. India is a republic country. India is a republic country. So it marks the day when India becomes truly independent. No doubt India became independent in 1947. But the true independence we achieved when our constitution was implemented. So 26th January 1950, our constitution came into the effect. It makes the day when India became truly independent and fully democratic country. Constituent came into existence on that particular day, and we become sovereign, secular, socialist, democratic republic, which is very important for the development of a nation as a whole. So today, I just want to tell each and every individual of the country can enjoy their right, their ideas, and whatever he or she want to do for the positiveness of the human being, for the development of human being. You know, the beauty of our country, the beauty of our democracy, the beauty of our republic is each and every ordinary person can achieve the highest position. I want to quote the example of Dr. Abdul Kalam, our ex-president. I want to quote the example of Mahatma Gandhi. I want to quote the example of so many great people. They started their journey from very ordinary position and they achieved the highest position. This is only possible in a democratic or republic setup. That means if you have good something, you can express. You can prove your assets. You can prove your worth for the people. And the people have the power to put you on the top. People have the power to give you the opportunity to lead them, because each and every individual wants some good things. So in my opinion, this republic is a very important. No doubt it takes too much time. 2 years, 11 months and 7 days, 17 days. This is the time the constitution was completed and ultimately came into existence on 26 January 1950. So these 2 years, 11 months and 70 days, just imagine how this time was important in the life of ordinary person. The most beautiful thing in my opinion, ordinary person have the right to do anything whatever he or she want to do. One of my friend explaining certain drawbacks, that means corruption in the politics, corruption in the bureaucracy, corruption in the education system. You know, one thing I want to tell you, no doubt corruption is there, but the ordinary person, the crowd, the people of the country have the power to change the government, to change the corrupt system, and they always welcome the right and positive things. I think no much life is possible for the wrong things. And this is a common practice throughout the country, from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. We always appreciate the deeds of the good people, and that's why we welcome to the good people. Last year we celebrated Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav in 2022, and recently we also introduced new education policy in which the education system is tried to change completely, keeping in view of the modern concept. And the most important thing in our constitution is that time the people was aware of after 100 years what will be the requirement of the country. So the power of amendment is also there. If we feel we can change the things whenever required. Jan Bhagidari is a very important thing. That means each and every person, ordinary person, this is very important. Each and every ordinary person can share his or her valuable ideas. You know, when you are giving permission, when you are allowing ordinary person, lot of good thoughts, lot of good things, lot of good concepts comes in front of the people. And then those ideas, every person can enjoy those ideas. So in my opinion, the concept of republic and the concept of democracy is very important for a country, and the political system can enjoy the power of the ideas of common people. I'm helpful and I'm highly thankful to Professor Mohammed Saheb for organizing this conference to discuss the importance, the beauty of Indian Republic, Indian democracy, and So we must understand, each and every human being must understand how these things help the ordinary person, how these things help the common person, so he or she can take the senior most position, VIP position, or express his or her ideas for the development of country. If you will see, you can observe the contribution and the value of each and every human being in the country, which is not possible in other setup of government when people do not have right to speak. So these things, and one more thing I want to tell you in the last, in our surroundings always there are good things and the bad things. So we should try to move towards the good things and motivate the people. We should attach with the people of right approach, right thing, and make the democracy successful. Because every time, whenever human civilization was there, every time there's a balance of right and wrong, good and things, dark and light. But this is depend on our morality, and this is proved by many great leaders of the world, many great people of the world. If we will move in the right direction, people will follow. The great leader of India, Mahatma Gandhi, proves this. If you are on the right path, if you are committed, all great leaders prove their worth just because of their thoughts. So in the conclusion, I will explain you, I will tell in my conclusion, the purpose of this democracy, republic, the celebration, the purpose of this celebration is we should enjoy our right approach. We should enjoy our right things, and we should enjoy all good and positive ideas, and we should make our society beautiful. We make our system beautiful. We make our country beautiful. This should be the purpose of celebration of this Republic Day. Every time we should take the oath. We should be committed towards the right thing. Then the purpose of celebration of this Republic Day will fulfill. This is my opinion, and I am thankful to Professor Mohammed Saheb Hussain
Yes, Dr. S.B. Sharma, the Vice
organizing and giving
Chancellor
me
of
this
the
opportunity. I am
Millennium
also thankful
University.
to all dignitaries and educationists.
Yeah. Shall I proceed, sir?
Yeah, yes, please continue. Please
Yes,
continue.
I'm very thankful to the Vice Chancellor of Millennium University from Malawi, and who expressed the views regarding the positive way of thinking and the negative we can curb it down, when he quoted that where the bribe is there and many anti-social things are going on in the society, in the democracy, then a beautiful lesson the Sri Lankan people have taught to their ministers, those who are corrupt, and it is a living thing to the entire world. Yes, with this, that I would like to call upon the speaker. I believe that Kandigatla, are you ready?
Yes, yes,
Yes, now I will call
yes,
upon the Professor Dr. Kandigatla Sudhakar, and he was the guru
yes,
to
yes.
our
Am I audible?
Jetling Yellosa, and he's from the Kakatiya University, and we are the colleagues, we can say. And in addition to that, Kandigatla Sudhakar, he was the retired professor, retired principal from the University College of Law, and he takes a lot of other activities also, including the guest lectures, participating in the seminars, and writing the articles, etc. So I will switch on to my mic to the Kandigatla Sudhakar, and who will
Thank you,
express
thank
his
you.
views on today's Supreme Court and Constitution.
Thank you. Good evening and greetings to all of the participants of this conference organized by my good friend, Professor Dr. Mohammed Saheb Hussain, on the 74th Indian Republic Day. I am much delighted to participate in this most relevant conference this evening. Amidst my junior colleagues, Professor Jetting Ellosa and Dr. Shadrach as well. So my concentration would normally be something limited. Dear learned academics from different parts of the globe join this evening for a very purposeful international conference on the title of this conference being 74 years of freedom, challenges and perspectives of Republic of India. I have chosen to share my views on a very limited topic of challenges that are being posed by in the contemporary times to the judiciary. Prospects and all that, they are not so much important for me, because the burning subject that is being appear day in and day out, both in print and electronic media, is a kind of tussle that is being done, going on between the apex judiciary and that of a union executive. So that is how it made me to share my views on the ongoing situation, and probably what would be the solution that can be that can resolve and keep the independence of judiciary, because judiciary, though a part of the three great departments, that is executive, legislation, judiciary, but wisely the Constitution of India has put a kind of rider on this apex court, being a protector of Constitution. And so therefore, executive, legislature and judiciary may be part and parcel created by the Constitution, but whereas at the same time, like a dharmo rakshati rakshitaha, there should be one final umpire to protect the Constitution, failing which the Constitution will be eaten away. And as a matter of fact, it is a fact that in the present world, the maximum life of constitutions, majority of the constitutions, is worked out to be 19 years. And after lapse of 50 years, only about 20% or less than 20% of the constitutions are alive. But there are also constitutions which are living for centuries. And the best example is a written or unwritten text of Constitution of England, which we can find the genesis of English Constitution right from 1215 Magna Carta, and then of 1776 American Constitution. And that way, Indian Constitution is surviving for the last 73 years, and we have entered into 74th year from the day of the inauguration of this Constitution, and very successfully. And the country, in many ways, as we moving on the developmental path, on the life of longevity, it has never come in the way. But so far as the Constitution is concerned, there appear to be in the recent times some kind of imminent problems, not dangers, I can say. I can't say that dangers. The problems that are being experiencing in the recent times, and which are something I feel is that against the cherished feelings or philosophy or of the Constitution or constitutional morality. That is what is that is what is lacking, I believe. So my discourse would be definitely limited on this evening conference to the challenges that are being posed by the judiciary in the recent past and ongoing related discussions, which to some extent may give a kind of my sharing of my ideas with this august body. It is clear from the constitutional morality and philosophy that the judiciary is the only institution which is one of the organs of the government on which protection of the constitution is rested upon. It is the responsibility of the apex court of this country to protect this constitution, which ultimately protects the people and human rights and many issues that are being enshrined in the constitution. So judicial independence, therefore, is an indispensable to protect the human rights of the citizens and also interrupt the rights and obligations of many other organs of the government as well. It is rightly said that the subordination of judiciary to executive control amounts to a kind of compromise of judicial independence and also protection of the higher law of the land, that is the Constitution of India. So therefore, there should not be any compromise on insofar as the judiciary is concerned, because it is having a pious purpose of protecting the Constitution, and ultimately protection of Constitution amounts to protection of everything, you, me, and the country as such. But in the recent past, there is an apprehension in the air or discussion that in the minds of particularly in the minds of secular Democrats and socialists as well, because their secularity, democracy, and socialism has been embodied into the basic fabric, and that too in the preamble of the Constitution. And preamble of the Constitution, we know, is a part of Constitution. So therefore, this electoral democracy in the recent times, there is a kind of argument that is turning into that of a majoritarian authoritarianism, which may lead to a kind of untoward consequences, negating very many legitimate rights of citizens of this country on one or the other critics. I'm not going to go in details as to what is going on, because they're all learned communities, so therefore you will be understanding as what is going on and how newspapers are being manipulated or are being writing newspapers and electronic media, how it is being being managed, or at least in spite of this management of print and electronic media as well, we could able, there are also certain availabilities of these guest editorials or YouTube media, whereby we could know as to what is the tussle or the struggle that is going on, what is the ideas, conflicts between the judiciary and the executive going on. In the constitutional history, it is witnessed several unsuccessful attempts, never successful, on the independence of judiciary in many ways. We knew a lot of case laws, and ultimately it was the judiciary which has appreciated the right of parliament to amend the constitution, but at the same time, it was in Kesavananda Bharati versus State of Kerala case, where the new innovative, a kind of biblical Quranic or a kind of Bhagavad Gita judgment has come up, where in fact, though it has given right to the legislative body, at the same time, the legislative body has been cautioned not to disturb the basic structure of the constitution. So this basic structure, as pronounced in Kesavananda Bharati case from 1973 onwards, is a guiding principle for protection of constitution and the role of the government, the role of the judiciary in doing the justice that has been enshrined, that has been pronounced in the basic structure case law. So on this, appointment of judges, as you know, has got a lot of changes. There are at least three prominent Supreme Court judgments wherein any attempt by the Supreme Court, by the executive, to appoint a persons of their own choice to tell, has been halted by Supreme Court in at least three prominent judgments. And ultimately, it was because of a kind of a matter that has came up before Supreme Court of India, it has evolved a kind of collegium system. And with this collegium system consisting of the apex court chief justice together with four other present senior judges, they will be selecting and they will be sending lists to the government for approval, and the government normally may not have any say. At the most, they can able to send it for revision, and in the recent times, many of the members of the list are being refused on one or the other critics. But fashionable enough, it is the Speaker of Lok Sabha, it is chairman of Rajya Sabha, and unfortunately, the Union Law Minister also criticizing directly, attacking on the Supreme Court or apex court on the very way of on the critics that they are simply snatched away the powers of the executive, the legislature in appointing themselves. So therefore, they want that this is not going to be acceptable for them. And the other accusation that has been made by all these prominent legislative heads who happen to be fortunately hailing from the legal field are also criticizing, whether knowingly or unknowingly, that because of the act on part of the collegium system in sending refusal on part of the government, pendency of cases are going on. And apart from that, another important issue, a kind of sympathy that can be gained by the government on part of government, is the real social justice is not being done. That is, backward classes, scheduled castes, scheduled tribes are not being done. True, that may be true, but at the same time, for the pendency of the cases in the filing of cases in the different courts, it cannot be attributed to the Supreme Court. There are very many reasons behind it. There are, if you could look at the statistics, thousands, hundreds and hundreds of subordinate judicial officers posts are vacant. And how can you expect a kind of speedy, expeditious justice delivery system where required number of judicial officers are not there. So that can be simply dismissed. But the other thing is that the objection is the S-men are not being taken because many a times the collegium is forwarding the same things, same names and all that, and this is being kept in cold storage and the criticism is going on. So on this criticism, definitely it has to be looked into consideration. Originally, we are also talking about the Judicial Appointment Commission. So this Judicial Appointment Commission actually was passed through very many stages in 99th Amendment 2014. When it is 2014. But when this amendment has been challenged before the Supreme Court of India, it was simply struck down because of the fact that definitely if this kind of Judicial Appointment Commission is going to be see the light of the day, then definitely the judiciary will lose its credentiality and trustworthiness among the people, leave about the protector of the Constitution. So that is how wisely this 2014 99th Amendment has been struck down and declared ultra virus unconstitutional. From
Excuse
then
me,
onwards,
sir.
a kind of
Excuse me.
yeah,
Excuse me.
I'm going to end.
At any
Yeah,
time,
tell me.
after 5 minutes, it will be closed, but I can start
we can-
again. We can have the
No.
second round also. So
No,
you can continue.
I'll conclude within 5 minutes.
Okay, you can,
And
if you
depending
complete 5 minutes, okay. If not, we can continue
Okay.
the second session.
So automatically it will no,
Yeah, it will automatically go.
it will be done. So therefore, having given some kind of inputs, this collegium system and the 99th Amendment and all that, these have given rise for a kind of warfare or a kind of thing that is ping pong battle or the other kind of things that is a blame game that is being discussed in many things. So therefore, on this, since it's a pending issue, not a concrete solution has yet to arrive, but since the so-called criticism is going on, so therefore, what I think is that let us wait for some more time and see how and who are going to come back and adhere strictly to the constitutional morality and constitutional philosophy of this country. Presume to end up, I presume that at any cost, it should be the Indian Constitution which should withstand, and the protector of Constitution should always be the apex court, and then only the citizens' rights are protected. Thank you very much, my friend Dr. Hussain Saheb. And depending upon opportunity, I will also come again and interacting with the other people. Thank you for giving me an opportunity, an excellent opportunity to meet brilliant academics on the desk. Thank you.
Yeah, there should be a platform to exchange our views on regarding any debatable or arguable issues are concerned.
Yes.
Because
So that
every person having the different perception regarding a point of view. That's why we can say there is a assenting judgment, there is a dissenting judgment.
That's why I have chosen only one small topic.
Yes.
Instead of just randomly discussing about all those things. So anyway, thank you.
Yeah, at any time that Cisco WebEx may stop now. Up to that extent, let me say something. And again, we'll be log in and don't go out. And if you come again, you can log in so that the second session will come and in your hand at least 50 to 60. Sometimes Cisco WebEx is kind enough, it will extend the time to 1 hour 15 minutes also. Earlier, it was used to say unlimited time. Because of the pandemic, everybody using the same platform and hence it is going on like that. Okay, at any time it can be Cisco WebEx will stop it, and the other members, those who are speakers, I believe that Professor Anil Kumar Dikshit is ready, and I am waiting for the Manjula, but from Ethiopia, I am also waiting from the Ram Kumar from the Ethiopia. Perhaps they do have the problem of the internet. That's why they could not in a position to, because according to their version, they say it is connecting and disconnecting. So this was the version would be there. And I'm also waiting for my Guruji, Professor Yashpal Singh sir, and I asked him to, sir, I will give the chance to you in the second session. Then another personality would be there, that is Dr. Kaviti Srinivas Rao, and he's an international lawyer or attorney having the head office in New York. At present, he is now in Hyderabad. So, of course, still Cisco WebEx is not making out. But meanwhile, that I would like to say, there are many personalities are there and who sacrificed their life, and that's why we got the independence. Through that, we got the republic also. In addition to that, the constitutional maker, that's Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Welcome back to the second session of the 74th Republic Day. Karibu sana in Kiswahili, in English. You are welcome for the second session of the today occasion. Participants and speaker, are you there and hearing me? Anyone can unmute and say yes. Vice Chancellor Sir Sharma ji, could you hear me and could see me? Of course, you could not see me.
Yes,
You
yes,
hear
I'm.
me. Because when I
Yes, I'm
speak, you
hearing.
could see me.
Yes, 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 yes. I can see you.
And now, yeah, because now I on my video, that's why you could see me as well as you could hear me. I will be available to all the participants and delegates audio visual system. Yes,
Okay, okay.
Dr. Sudhakar there, because I did not see that. Shall I give one of the student A. Venkat Reddy to express their views on this occasion till the another keynote speaker joins? You are welcome, A. Venkat Reddy, and he is a good advocate, and he is undergoing the All India Bar examination. He is attending my online free classes daily, and today I taught them the administrative law. Are you here, the A. Venkat Reddy? Are you there? If you're there, you can unmute and speak. Introduce yourself. I believe that just he logged on, but I don't know whether he's there or not. Okay, till the other may join it, let me continue my speech, if you could say, because it is only the information that I would like to pass on to the people, those who are here. Yes, Anil Kumar Dikshit is now present, so better I can give the chance to the Anil Kumar Dikshit. Anil Kumar Dikshit, are you ready?
Yes, sir, I am ready. I am ready.
Right, right. So now I'm sharing the. Yes, you could see the Anil Kumar Dikshit flyer. Yes. And Professor Dr. Anil Kumar Dikshit, Professor of Law, and the Department of Law, Uttaranchal University, Dehradun, India, WhatsApp number, you could see him and email, and he's an expert in the photoshopping, and it's he who helped me. Yes, before I could say, and let me welcome to my Guruji, Yashpal Singh sir, and you are there, I will give the chance as soon as the Anil K. Dikshit presentation is over. Now I switch out to the Dr. Anil K. Dikshit. Proceed, Anil.
My good wishes to each and every member of this conference, and special thanks to Professor Mohammed Saheb Hussain sir, who is the main channel between we all. And the credit goes to him only that in a very short time, 2 days ago in an international conference related to International Day for International Education, he had decided and we all work on it, and today it is done. When we talk about the India.
Yes, yes, yes.
When we talk about the India, the constitution, the basic thing that India is a country which has a very old history, its own culture. But when we talk about after this Mughal Empire and then British Empire, when the independent India came into force and the Constitution of India that was been framed, and which my earlier speaker has also said that the basic purpose of this. So when we talk about the Constitution of India, the very first thing which I think, that is why our Constitution starts with the preamble, "We the people of India." There are debates at the time of the that why this word has not been used, that "I the citizen of India." The basic thing which I think, that the framers of the Constitution, because when we talk about the spirit of the Constitution, then we go to those parliamentary debates, because those debates are the basic mind what was being going at the time of that framing of the Constitution. Total time which was being taken for the framing of our Constitution, 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. This is a long period. The time period of 2 years, 11 months and 18 days took to frame the Constitution. The drafting committee chairman, Baba Saheb Ambedkar, and all the members, there were 284 members, Constituent Assembly members, who have worked on this. And at the same time, in this 284 members, there were 15 women also. So the credit also goes to both the genders, men as well as women, who have worked hard so that, and this is the longest constitution of the whole of the world, written constitution, because there are some countries like England where the constitution is not written. Our constitution is written, and while writing this constitution, 254 pen were being used to write this constitution. And this our constitution has taken many good things. 10 countries, all these members has read the constitution of 10 countries, and we have taken many good things. So we can say कि our constitution एक फूलों का एक ऐसा गुलदस्ता है, और उस गुलदस्ते में जितने भी फूल हैं, वो अच्छे अच्छे फ्लावर्स जो हैं, we have taken from these 10 countries. So when we come to the constitution, so the basic thing which I think that the framers of the constitution was been going on, that was that which type of country we want to make. So the first thing, that the main thing, that what is the purpose of independence? Why we have opted this democracy? So we the people, by the people, and for the people. That is the basic spirit of our democracy. We the people, by the people, and for the people. And because of that only, even we have changed certain things. We have not adopted the strict conception of the separation of power. We have the spirit of that separation of power. All the three wings, the judiciary, the executive, and the legislative, they are being kept separate. Judiciary is independent. The making of the law, the constitution gives this power to the legislature, to the parliament, that they will make the law. But to define the law, to give the meaning of the law, to make the interpretation of the law, this has been given to the judiciary, and executive has been given to execute those things on the ground level. So the basic thing which I want to focus, that because of that welfare state, India is a welfare state where to the people, by the people, for the people, every person has the right come into the decision making, and that has been achieved by the form of voting. Though we have not achieved that kind of democracy, which my earlier speakers have said, that corruption is there, muscle power is there, but we cannot give the fault to our constitution. The constitution is very clear. Basic thing is that we are divided into all those things. And that's why the constitution, the preamble of the constitution speaks that we, the people of India, having solemnized, resolved, and constitute the India in a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. And we have also talked about the justice, social justice, economic justice, political justice. We have talked about liberty, liberty of thoughts, liberty of expression, liberty of belief, liberty of faith, and liberty of worship. You just see what the constitution of our country gives to each and every citizen. When we talk about equality, equality of status, and equality of opportunity, we talk about fraternity. So this is the spirit of our constitution, that this, our preamble says. So when any of the provision, any of the law that has been interpreted, the basic spirit is before that the law should be a social. Its object, it should be so that each and every individual can be benefited. And that's why in Minerva Mill case, though from Sangri Prasad, then Sajjan Kumar, there was a long debate that preamble is a part of the constitution and it can be amended or not. Because you see the constitution itself says by its article 368 that you can amend the constitution. And that was I still remember the speech of Ambedkar in the parliament. He said that if in the coming future anything destabilizes, that will not, the Constitution of India will not be held responsible. The people of that time will be responsible, because the Constitution says that you can amend it by a certain procedure established by law. So if you amend the Constitution, you can amend it. But if anything fails, the Constitution should not be held liable for those things. The liability should be the heads of those persons of that period. And you still say that there are clashes between the religion, there are clashes between the division of all kinds of, that may be of the faith, that may be of the linguistic, but everyone believes on the Constitution. When the debate has been going on in the parliament, every party, every person focused that there should be a rule of law and the nation will run by the Constitution. So this is the faith of our Constitution, and our Constitution has reached that achievement, that the struggle of all these 75 years, we should not give credit to any one of the party that this government or this government, this is the achievement of our nation. Every citizen achievement, that now we are in the right track and India is in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. When we talk about the history, we have given a thought of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It means that the whole of the world is our family. This is the concept of India. Now when we talk about our rights, the Constitution also talks about the fundamental duties. Many times we miss the fundamental duties which are as important as fundamental rights. Though the Constitution said that we the people of India, and we means person, you just go with the two articles. Article 19, which talks about the freedom of speech and expression, and Article 21, which talks about right to life. You just see Article 21. Here the word is people. Every person. every person. Article 21 protects the right of each and every person, and person includes the citizen and non-citizen also. And it will be governed by the procedures established by law. But when we talk about Article 19, Article 19 gives the right to the citizen. There the word has been mentioned, citizen. And that's why in this our judiciary system also, in our advocacy also, a person who is not a citizen of this country, he is not being allowed to practice in the court. He can assist, he can form a law firm, but when its time comes to speak in the court, he should be a citizen. That is of the Article 19, which Article 19 says about. So when we come about the duty, fundamental duty, which has been mentioned in Article 51A, and this has been added afterwards when the Constitution was been commenced on 26 January 1950. After then, by this 42nd Amendment, Article 51A fundamental duties were being added. The reason is that we were very much, you just see right to property. Right to property was being added as a fundamental right. But very soon we realized that property should not be a fundamental right because the government, because the nation needs property for the development. That's why it has been shifted from Article 19(1)(g) to Article 301. And it has been made a legal right. When we talk about this fundamental duties, you see, every person, citizen who is here, he should uphold and protect the sovereignty of this country, the unity of this country, the integrity of this country. He has to defend and render national service. When we talk about this Article 51A, every citizen has the duty to value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. India is a very rich culture, and rich culture, it is a composite culture. This culture has been developed by many peoples of the different religion, of the different caste. That's why this is the duty of each and every person and citizen who is in India, that he should value and preserve the rich heritage of our country, composite culture. We should not make any discrimination on the basis of caste, race, sex, religion. Every person and citizen, this is the fundamental duty to protect and improve the natural environment, including forest, lake, river, wildlife, and to have compassion for living creature. This is the Constitution which says, and I am sorry to say, I am here in Uttaranchal University, Dehradun, and you might have gone through with the news that 100 kilometers from this Dehradun, there is a Joshimath, and many of the disturbance has been going on. The river of Ganga, which has been used for electricity in a very dead kind of manner, which the environment of that area does not support it. So there are the process of landslide very much. The people who are here in India, they might be knowing that what is going on in Joshimath. So if the government or the authorities, they will work against the spirit of the Constitution, then it will certainly damage, because our fundamental duty is to protect and improve the natural environment, including forest, lake, river, wildlife, and to have compassion with the living creature. Our fundamental duty is to develop the scientific temper, humanism, and the spirit of inquiry and reforms. We should welcome the reforms. 2 days ago, on 21st of the January, right to vote. Right to vote is a legal right, and one of our speakers said that yes, this legal right should be converted into a fundamental right. I agree with this. And those reforms have been taken. The electronic system has been included in this. Our constitution also talks about the duty, fixes the duty over the parents. When we talk about parents, this means that this is the duty of the parent to provide, and not only parent but to guardian, provide opportunity for education to the child, because literacy is very important. Literacy is the thing. There is a difference between knowledge and information. From all these social sites, information can be gained, but the knowledge can be gained. You just see, we have the parampara of Guru. I am very much happy that one of the speakers has said that Mohammed Hussain Saheb is my Guru. Guru is the word by which we can say that this is the legacy of taking the knowledge. Knowledge can be gained only by gurus, and for that education is very much necessary. And we should understand the difference. We should understand the difference between knowledge and information. So schooling, and that's why this right to education, which has been made a fundamental right in India by Article 19(1)(a) to the children up to the age group of 7 to 14. And this in this 2022, this National Education, this commission which has been made policy, it has been even from 7, it has been reduced to 3.5 years. So these are the reforms, and we should feel proud. You just see the judiciary. The new Supreme Court judge has gave a statement that the judgment of the Supreme Court should be converted by the using of artificial intelligence in many languages. Because India is a very cultural nation, and when we talk about this, the justice should be a true justice. The justice should not be a judicial order. The person against whom the judgment is being given, he should know the language which is being used. We have to think on that. How much people know this English or Hindi? Local languages. The Constitution give respect to all those languages. So this is one of the very nice decisions decided, and by these tools it can easily happen. The Chief Justice of India gave a statement a week ago that the judgment of the Supreme Court, by using artificial intelligence, they should be translated in the other languages so that that person could read it and understand it. And this only the same thing this says, the fundamental duties has been mentioned, that we should respect the reforms which are being taken. You just see, even Bar Council of India has not permitted that the law course should be on a private course or online also. But you see, in the time period of this corona, they have to take the decision that 30% of the classes are, if they are being taken online, they were bound to recognize this, because technology is the invention. Necessity is the mother of invention. And if any devices are being invented, this is the duty of the state to give respect those devices and recognize it. So by these online courses, by this online system that is being adopted, then it means that the legal recognition should be given. And the Bar Council also is saying that yes, 10% of the classes can be taken by this. I hope that I have taken much more time. Thank you, Mohammed Hussain Sahab, for
Yes,
giving me the opportunity to speak on this. And all the members which have been spoken, though Professor S.B. Sarma sir,
yes,
Professor
very much present.
very much thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Very much thank you. And
Yes,
happy.
thank you, Professor Anil Kumar Dikshit from Uttaranchal University, expressing the in various aspect of it, from the rule of law to the duties of fundamental duties of a person. And now I am eagerly waiting for my Guruji, Professor Dr. Yashpal Singh sir. I made you to wait for some more time. Now I will switch over to my Guruji, Professor Dr. Yashpal Singh sir. Welcome to the 74th Republic Day. You function or occasion or ceremony, express your deliberation on this aspect, sir. Welcome, sir. I believe that you are hearing me, but I could not see your microphone. Yeah, now I saw the microphone. You can on your video also. Because you have the Wi-Fi in your house, so the video definitely will work nicely. Both video as well as audio, we would like to see you. Because we would like to see your body movement also. That's why we need the video. And your expression also. How you express with your bottom of your heart. Please. Now I saw you that your microphone is on. Do you like to join with another phone? Professor Dr. Yashpal Singh sir, everybody is waiting for your... Yeah, now again you join with some other thing. Yes, now I saw it.
Hello,
Yes, sir.
Professor.
We could hear you, sir. You on your video also, sir.
Am I audible to you, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we would like to see your expression because
From India
I
time,
could
good
see
evening
your
to everybody, all the professors who are just having this meeting. And today I was really very busy. All the entire day I was busy in one function, two function, three function, four function, because you know today was 26th Jan here. So it is the Independence Day. We celebrated it as our red letter day in India. And the second is Basant Panchami, and third was today, very auspicious occasion of Miss, Saraswati Puja. You know, Saraswati is the goddess of knowledge, goddess of education, goddess of culture, goddess of tradition, goddess of everything for the development of the humanity. As Gandhi said, that true education is that which can develop, which nurture your body, sound, and
Sorry,
spirit.
Yashpal sir, you can
So,
off one
today
of
it is
your
very-
mobile because I could see your two, Dr. Yashpal and Professor Dr. Yashpal. You can stop one of them, then you can on one of them with the video. Yeah, it is a Dr.
now
Yashpal.
okay,
Now you can
Professor?
on with your microphone and video also.
Hello.
Yeah, we are hearing you.
Is now it's okay?
Yeah, okay, but you on your video also.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, now, yeah, you are audible as well as
Professor,
visible.
no voice is coming to me. Now it's audible. I'm audible to you.
Yes, audible and visible too also.
Okay,
If
fine.
if you just raise
And
your cap
really,
up.
I'm finding. Okay, right. And really, I'm finding that's I'm putting like this.
Yes, now.
I'm finding the name
Please
Dr. S.B.
proceed.
Sharma, who is the vice chancellor and of the university in Africa. And
I'm
I'm
listening
very
you, sir.
happy to see his name here.
I'm
Because
listening you,
sometime
sir.
back we were friends, and we've been in conference in Hyderabad, 2 times well together. Earlier he was working in the Motherhood University, Roorkee in Uttarakhand, and now I am finding his name here. So, sir, please accept my, Sharma Sahib, you
Thank
are
you,
the
sir.
great, to see great ho. I can say that only the word
Thank you,
here
sir.
in India, to see great ho, sir.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
And I'm delighted to see you here like this. And we wrote there in Hyderabad on the time. It was 2016. We've been there together. So it's
March.
really I'm very, very happy, and
In,
all credit goes to Professor Dr. Mohammed Saheb Hussain Saheb, because he is the
sir, in
person who is just picking up the pearl of education from all over the globe and
sir, in the
putting
month,
them on one platform
sir,
with some
in the
common
month of
cause.
in the month of March, I am coming to India. Then I will meet with you.
Oh, you are most welcome, sir. You are truly most welcome here. And
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
from in the month of April, from 9th to 17, we are having Bhagavad. We are organizing here Bhagavad Katha. So you are most welcome, and if by that time you will be in India, I invite Mohammed Sahab also, and to Sarma ji, आप तो मेरे दिल के मेरे दोस्त हो, and many times we share our feelings about this education system, and एक दूसरे को तो जानते हैं हम, ठीक है, सुदामा ही सही, शर्मा जी आप हमारे कृष्ण ही सही, लेकिन हम हैं तो दोस्त। सुदामा दोस्त है, और ये दरवाजा आपके लिए हमेशा खुला है और हमेशा खुला ही रहेगा। तो बहुत अच्छा टॉपिक। मोहम्मद हुसैन साहब, क्या टॉपिक चुना था आज आपने?
Yes, the issue and challenges of the independent India or Republic of India.
Independence of India and
Issues and challenges of the Republic of India, or you can say
Okay.
after the independence.
Okay, right. Okay. No, this is very good topic, and this is one of the best topic. And I'm fortunate enough to inform all of you that my one colleague, Professor Dr. Ramanand Panditji from Nepal is just with me right now in my house, and it's really very good topic, and it is the topic. This is not a simple topic; it is a burning topic. You know that whatever constitution we got in India, this is the largest constitution in the world, and second important thing is all the assents from all the constitution all around the world has been incorporated in the Constitution of India, right? The wonderful things which we find in our constitution is equality, but is equality is there in real terms? I remember I used to go to this UPA government headed by the world economist of this country, Dr. Manmohan Singh. He had passed a resolution in the parliament in the month of April 4, 2010, that no child must be away from the school. And they had set up a commission for that also, to ensure that the children aged from 6 year to 14 years, he must be in school. He will not work in any chai wala or any samosa wala or any kind of the sweet hut or something like that. But have this has been implemented? You go through the roadside, and you will find many of the children who are aged from 9 years, 8 years, 10 years. They are washing the cup and plates for serving the tea to the customers. This has been implemented, and this is one case which can be considered as a negligence. But thing is that how the constitution has been protected by our executives. Parliamentary are having some kind of the privilege that they may pass the act, and it can be the part of the constitution in the terms of law. But neither Supreme Court is saying that whatever the judiciary system in our country is, that they are just obeying the whatever constitution amendment has been made in the terms of law to the judiciary. Judiciary is also doing a wonderful work. there is no perfection anywhere, but even I'm happy to say, because I'm not from the law expertise, but whatever we are seeing from the decisions which has been made by the High Court or Supreme Court of India, they are little bit having some deviation, but some truth is there, some truth is prevailing. But how the executive people, the administrative people, the IS, the IPS, are they having their sufficient role to protect the law, to protect our constitutions? From where bribes come, from where this corruption comes? What is corruption basically? The corruption cannot be termed in a word that it starts from three and it's end at the end. No. Corruption means corruption in our values. Corruption means corruption in our thoughts. Corruption means it is diverting the ethics. Corruption means we are not following the correct path. Corruption means that whatever had to be made, it is not happening at all. So who is responsible? Our government. We talk about our democracy, who is just the govern this country. You said that this is the essence of the Constitution of India, and this is the essence of the democracy, that this is the government elected by people, for the people, and by the people. People. But thing is that all people are equal. Is that equality has been maintained in the people? We can say that we are 10 persons. So all of the persons are honest. And there is any measurement or any scale or any kind of the measuring balance that we can make that all of the person in this country are same or equal? It is not. Who is on the fault? We all. We cannot blame even a part of the society that make the corruption. Corruption is everybody challenges. Corruption is the root of everybody. Then what have to make? Then we have to create the moral values. If somebody press me or stress me to make some kind of the corruption, we should say no. Who will ensure it? Our classes, our early education, our primary teachers, our parents. Both parent or primary teachers or mentors or society religious persons are ready for that, making that changes. They tell people are correct. So how the system will be? We have to think about it in many more phases, and I feel that it can be done, because nothing is impossible. And as my dear professor, I don't know whether he knows me or not, Dixit, from Uttarakhand, he has narrated one beautiful, that need is the necessity of, need is the mother of invention. Need is the mother of invention. So if today, if this society is just bitten by the corruption, who will correct it? Judiciary? No. Administrative law? No. These member parliaments who are just enacting the law? No. The general public? No. This is the everybody, all part of the democracy. This is having four parts of the democracy. One is that parliamentarian, the councillors, the people who are enacting the law. The second one is who is just delivering this in terms of law, that is judiciary. And third one is executive, this IS and IPS and all administrative person. And fourth is press, media. You will not find a exception in all of the part of this democracy that this part is doing wonderful work. Media you talk about. If you talk about media, this is more polluted media. This is more corrupted media. So we all are responsible for this, Professor Sir. I'm not the expert of law, but as I feel as a citizen of my country and as a citizen of a responsible citizen of this country, and a bit I have knowledge in our academic sphere, I will say that all of the part of this democracy has been corrupted, has been polluted. Why not a single person is coming that, yes, I will address the corruption? Have our politician or somebody, ministers or some chief ministers or some governors or lieutenant governor or some president, vice president, prime minister,
have asked God that I will stop this corruption. Everybody say I will stop this corruption, but on the same hand they will say that this is the state policy. If some corruption is just has exposed against them or exposed them against their government, they are saying this is my state policy. So we all have to be think about very seriously, and I urge to the people, because I know Professor Sharma from science department, I am from electronics department, the engineering department, but most of the people like Mohammed Hussain Saheb, like Dixit Sahab, and many professors I've seen here whose background is from law, legality, from advocate or some from master or PhD or doctorate, and having a very very graceful experience, and they are the true leader of our, because they protect they protect the law, they can protect the law. Have all of the people who are just protecting the law, they are protecting the law in a right direction. We have to make a self-analysis, self-critics we have to make to ensure that this is the starting of this corruption. I find here many of the advocates who say, till I'm alive, Ram Mandir cannot be made, cannot be built. That is the profession of the advocate. If it is in the interest of the nation, why these advocate people are just advocating for the wrong people, for the wrong decision, for the wrong subject, for the wrong issue? What that going on? This is a really very, very serious topic which you have arranged, because today we have all celebrated the 74th anniversary of our inception of the independent nation, and our constitution has been implemented. We become a sovereign state in the land of this globe. But for that, we find everywhere corruption, and corruption. Why?
Yes, still 5 minutes are there. At any time it will be closed.
So you
Sir, I
have to
speak,
think,
sir.
Yes.
Professor.
Sum up, sir. Sum up, sir.
You are having your soil and whatever work you are doing with your Indian soil. So, sir, think about this beautiful country. Think about your beautiful country. Think about this most beautiful country, like Professor Dr. Sharma, Vice Chancellor of the university. So we are very, very lucky that you have made the remembrance of my friend, S.B. Sharma, sir, and Dixit, sir, and Madam, Meena Jha also. I had seen the name Meena Jha, and she is also very good thinker, young and talented girl. And really, it is a burning topic, and you have to make some concrete steps, because that most of the judges, even in Telangana and Hyderabad, are your students. I know it. You are coaching the students. This is very good feeling. This is very good kind of the doing wonderful work for the education of this country. But thing is that go in the root, and go in the deep root, and find that where is the the origination of this corruption. In such cases, if you analyze this thing, if you have a concrete kind of the investigation, kind of the analysis in your fraternity itself, in the fraternity of the persons who are just associated with the legal profession, maybe as a professor, maybe as a lawyer, maybe as an advocate, maybe as a judge, maybe as a some kind of the other justice, or some kind of the Supreme Court, High Court, lower court, whatever the court system is. You just go inside this and make the concrete efforts. If strong legislation will be against the corruption, then nobody will dare touch the corruption to make the corruption. Perhaps you have not heard the story that one IAS officer, her husband also IAS officer, and crore rupees are coming from his house. Benami property are coming, crores and crores. How a IAS officer doing service of 10 years or 9 years or 6 years can make so huge money from the money is coming? Is he an IAS officer, or he is siphoning the money only? So this is a real challenge with all of us, and to save this democracy, to make this democracy as a live long, we have to start it.
Yes, sir.
एक शब्द के साथ मैं
At any time the Cisco
खत्म
WebEx
करूंगा,
may
ऐसा
stop
मैं
now.
समझता हूँ.
So I would like to say thanks to the Professor Yashpal sir, those who patiently that made thing, and Professor S.B.
Sir, I
Sharma
want to
sir,
speak, sir.
kind enough, and I could
minute,
see here
I want.
Anil Kumar
Sir,
Dixit
1
sir
minute,
also there.
Sir, 1 minute, I want. 1
Yeah,
minute.
at any time it can stop now. And Sudhakar
This is only
Kandigatla also present.
तेरे
Yes,
सीने में नहीं,
yes,
Sir, I
speak,
want to speak, sir.
speak.
तेरे सीने में नहीं तो मेरे सीने में सही. अरे दर्द तो दर्द है, दर्द होना चाहिए, और इस हिमालय से कोई नई गंगा निकलनी चाहिए. You initiate it, somebody will ignite you, and one day we will be on the universe, we will find that, yes, this is our democracy, and this is a 100-year democracy in our country, and there is no corruption. Each and every one of us must be honest enough, then corruption will go away. Thank you so much to inviting me, and my time is perhaps over.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes,
sir.
yes,
And
sir.
I am
And
very,
not
very
time over.
thankful to
Cisco
Professor
next time
Sir
also over.
for his
And
smart. So thank you, sir. And
I
you
invited
my house
Venkat Reddy,
and
but
then
at the time that he
Thank
is
you.
not present. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, but
Yes,
at
sir.
the time you are not present, I want to give the chance to you. I introduce to my participants also. At least say your name and something before it finishes it.
Yes, sir.
Say at any time it will be closed. Say yes, sir. No. Say introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I say introduce
Good evening,
yourself.
sir. Good evening, sir. This program conducted by Dr. Mohammed Saheb Hussain, our thankful to sir,
Proceed.
and other attendees before expressing their thanks for being granted the chance to speak at the conference. Today's topic is challenges and opportunities in Republic Day, in Republic India. India materialized
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तां हमारा. जय हिंद.
Jai Hind.